This segment's being sponsored by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife.
I don't know how it is in your neck of the woods, but here in West Tennessee, it is dry. Our crops are drying up, our hay fields are drying up, even our yard is drying up. And I'm not too upset about that one. But we still need a good, slow, soaking rain to give everything life again. You know, dryness isn't just associated with grass or plants, is it? We can have a dryness in our relationship with God. And it's safe to say that our country, well, we're in a serious drought in our relationship with God. God tells us in His Word in 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14, that if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, I will forgive their sin, and I will heal their land. We are in desperate need of that. We need God's presence to rain down on us to give us life again. So my challenge for you this week is this. We're coming up on the 4th of July, the birthday of the greatest nation to ever exist. And as you celebrate, I want to encourage you to pray for our country. Not just pray for God's hand for our wants, but begin to pray that we seek God's face for what we actually need. Hey, thanks for watching this week. We pray that you are blessed. And always remember, keep shooting straight.
All right, guys, this next segment's being sponsored by Taylor's Archery. They're at 100 East Lauderdale Street down there in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Y'all can give owner Tracy Taylor a call at 931-563-7706. Let them take care of all your archery needs. And be sure to tell Tracy and the crew thank you for all they do for us here at the show. All right, guys, welcome back. This last segment, we started out the first part of the David Martin catfishing highlight reel, and got that going. You know, Mike, if we didn't hear you talking in the background, I wouldn't even know you were there.
Really? I was throwing my voice.
No, I mean, y'all are off to a great start. Obviously having a great day there, but we're going to go back over here, wrap this up, and then we're going to head over to the bank and do a little cooking. So
one of my favorite things.
One of your favorite things to do. You did get involved in that part of it. So in the eating part, you did some of the eating part. So let's head on back over to Wilson Lake.
All right, David scores again, and I don't know what it is, but when you get a fish on is when my bobber starts going nuts out there. The pattern today is somebody catch one and the other one catches one, right?
That's right.
Good fish. Good fish. Get this live well open.
My favorite size.
Yeah, that's good fish right there. A little better fish. Actually, it's a little fish. He just thinks he's big. How fun. But I tell you what, right there's eating size fish, isn't it? Yeah, that's a good size fish right there to eat.
Still got my bait.
Good deal. That's 7.
We'll catch a big one, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. 100% catch big fish, I promise you it'll be on there. It won't be on Cutting Room Flow. Just coming off the water today and ran into my friend Jerry here from Hornwall with a pretty good cooler of catfish, as you can see. They were biting pretty good today. I think we've all got enough catfish to eat for a while. Let's get this one up right here. There's a nice blue cat. Good fish, Jerry. Jerry, were you guys fishing live bait, cut bait? What were you fishing with today?
Chicken liver.
Chicken liver. There you go. That'll catch them. I've caught many of them on there. I appreciate you viewing the show. We always appreciate our viewers, and we sure do hope to see you down here again sometime.
Watch for it on Thursday night.
Thank you, sir. Buddy, you're going to be on Southern Woods and Water. been out today on the Pickwick side of Wilson Lake, below the dam at Wilson, with my good friend over here, David Martin. David's been out fishing for catfish in that area on those rocks down there for many years, and we keep trying to hook up. Well, today was the day, and I think this is going to be one of many. So you can see we got about what, David? 10 catfish. So we have 10 fish that we're going to dress here in just a little while, and then we'll have a little fish fry this weekend with David and my wife and the Ballantyne family with Chris and Carolyn, and just have a good old time down at the dock. But I just wanted to say, David, I thank you so much for inviting Southern Woods and Waters and me out today. I've had a blast. I love that rod and reel fishing, man. That's so much better than jug to me.
Hey, I want to do it again. I mean, we'll go any day. Any day.
We can't. Now, we had a good day, and I talked to a guy from Hohenwald a while ago, and they had about 40, and then we had another guy come up that said, oh, I've got between 80 and 100, and he was from Corinth, Mississippi. So they were doing something a little different, but they were out on the riverside, and I tell you what, there were probably 35, 40 boats over there, so it's been pretty crowded. But we had an outstanding day, had a lot of fun. We've got 10 here, and we lost, what, another 5 or 6?
We lost several.
This is going to kind of culminate our 10 days of fishing here. We've caught 12 species of fish in 12 days, and today we're about to have a big catfish fry over here at the Ballantyne Richter Complex. I've got Ed and Les, my buddies over here. They're from Illinois, Southern Illinois. They've been down on Pickwick and up here on Wilson. I've been here for a week catching a few fish here and there. We're still just a little bit off on temperature, but I think yesterday and today it's going to be right. About tomorrow, Monday, it should be good. All right, it is catfish cookout time at the Ballantyne Richter compound. You see old Chris Ballantyne down there. He's serious about eating. He's already got the table out, got another one, and I should be helping him, but we're going to do that in just a minute. Got David Martin coming. David and I and Mr. Ray McDougal caught some fish this week that we're going to fry up today, along with possibly some crappie, Chris. Is that right?
Yeah.
Also going to cook some crappie. So catfish, crappie, and white bass today. And then we have those great starters with, believe it or not, we're going to cook corn dogs. So that'll be a little different for a fish fry. But here we are, and I'll be back to you in just a moment, and we'll get these burners going and get some fish cooking. And our buddy Chris Ballantyne up here is getting ready to get that fire going. We're pouring the oil in, and I'm going to shut up and get off here and see what I can do to help. Some sample fish. There's some more fish headed to the fryer. Ladies making slaw, cutting lemons, making tartar and cocktail sauce. And then, of course, Terry is over there eating that corn dog. It's a good day. We've had a good day. I want to say thanks again to David Martin for taking us out and letting us fish with him. And looks like we're going to go back a couple of days next week. One for catfish, one for crappie.
One thing.
All right, guys, time to do this week's tip of the week. It's being brought to you by my buddy Wes Stone over at Cry Lake Realtors. Y'all can give him a shout at 615-444-8200. Wes can take care of all your real estate needs. Be sure to contact him and tell him thank you for all he does for us here at the show. All right, Mike Adams, you got a tip for us over there, and I'll go ahead and set it up. It's got something to do with this catfish recipe. So you had your
something to do with eating.
Had your cornmeal, had all your stuff out there. So you got to enjoy this. But what was the secret?
Since we got to watch the David Martin reel there, this is something that David and Chris Ballantyne told me about. always battered my fish and dipped them in the egg wash and then into the dry batter. They use sour cream. Sour cream, and you roll fillets in there, and it holds just enough of your dry batter. I know you and I talked about that, Brandon. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's not, the only mess you get is a little bit on your hands. You're not doing 3 different bowls. I mean, just dump the fish in there, rub them with sour cream, put the batter on them, and drop them in the oil.
Looked pretty
go.
good.
Yeah,
Looked pretty good. Mike finally set the camera down to eat some of it, didn't he,
I
David?
did. Well, I was doing the David Martin audition reel, so I had to.
worked, he was hungry.
Well, I did. You know,
That's right.
I
All
was
that
hungry.
camera work you were doing over there.
was a
Well,
great
guys,
day.
we're going to get ready to take another quick break. We'll be right back here in just a minute.